Hey everyone, welcome back. Before getting started, I want you to open your laptop or PC, whatever you got, and try to find a file and right click on it and find the properties and select it and observe. You must be seeing something like file name, say a size, type, etc. Right? What are all these things? These things are called metadata. Why is it important? Because these are all the things representing the file for us. So this is the, and how do we represent these things in coding is something that we are going to discuss today. Before that, we tried to solve organizing the limitation related to organizing data, right? That's the first thing that I brought in when I started this channel. One of the first video I introduced a problem that was organizing. So it started off with arrays, and with the arrays we get to store data, but it wasn't enough since it had a limitation of space. So we had to have malloc function. We had to learn malloc function because it gave us the dynamic memory allocation. But we encountered another problem, that was scattered data. Now the data were all over the place. Basically, computer was assigning the address to the data. So we had to find these data. So we wanted to have the address inside a variable. Then comes a pointer, which helped us to store the address of the variable, which helped indirectly to reach the data location. So today we are going to, as I told you, this is because when we built Morph FS version 1, we were able to store what? File names. We were able to store file names, that too using only array. So imagine when you want to store a file, we want to have these things, and this is a part of file. This is a part of file. This is representing a file, right? It is a more information of the information, I could say. So imagine if you want to write it in a code. Let's say there are multiple files, of course. File name 1, size 1, file name 2, size 2, file name 3, size 3. Is this how you write? This is going to take a lot of days for you, because there will be hundreds, thousands of files to maintain. So that's where C gives us a super tool, and it's called a structure. Abbreviation, we use the struct. We use this data type to give the structure and to tell the compiler, hey, these are all the things that we are going to have in a file. Because if you click on each file, you'll get to see this is constant. It's not changing. The value inside it are changing, but these are all the things that definitely gonna exist in all the things. This is how we represent a struct. We will have everything that which represents a file inside this struct. This is a variable that we will be, the computer. This is a way of telling a computer, a compiler, hey, this is a structure that we are following. This is a related data for each file. This is all related data of each file which is representing a file. It's simple. Hope you understand. In code, we are telling computer because we need a way to communicate with the computer, right? That's where coding comes in. That's what we are doing it here. So we are writing what? Character file name, because it's a string. That's why character. In size. So this is not file. This is not yet file. This is just what? A blueprint. Imagine this is a blueprint. We have not yet built a house. This is just a blueprint on a paper. Now I'm going to build a house. How? Struct file 1. This is file 1. Now I built a house called file1. I have built a file called file1. Now to blueprint, by seeing this blueprint, what computer gives it, it it got to know through this structure, right? It's a part of this. It, see, this is structure file, same, this is file1. So computer knows, okay, file1, it is a file. What it should consist of, it should consist of these two things, and this will has its own file name, own size of its own. How to access this? Next question. To access this, again, simple. File dot, to access any of this, just write file1 dot file name. For size also, write file1 dot size. Done. Easy, right? Very easy. So we got to learn about how to put things, how to put related things together to tell a computer, hey, this is what we are going to store, and this is a representation of file. And the problem that I mentioned, because if we start keep on writing all the things, it will be messy, right? Again, coming back to the main problem that I initially told, organizing. We are improving the organization, we are improving organizing data here through putting the similar things, because this file name, this file name is a part of this file1. This file name represents this file1, right? So this is what we have learned today. And imagine we want 100 of these files. We want 100 of these files. We can't start writing struct file1, file2, file3, file4. And there is a solution for this. And I am pretty sure you all know the answer for that. Any guess? Pause this video and try to tell that in a comment section. And the solution is arrays. We can use the array, right? Struct, sorry, wait, I'll write somewhere here. Struct files 100. Files 100. We get hundreds of files, literally hundreds of files, 100 files we get. So all of the files, each and every one of the files will consist of file name and size of its own. This is exactly what I am trying to say. So struct is giving us what? Structure to represent a file. So that's a blueprint to access that here, to create file here. Just remember this. But it doesn't solve the whole problem for us. We can make things better by building a proper connection, right? That's missing. That's a missing piece. And that's for our next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.